Welcome Libras, this is your June 29th to July 5th forecast, and love and relationships are going to be highlighted this week for you. So we're going to start out and see where our focus is and get you some messages of clarity and guidance. Okay, so right up we have the Devil coming out with there being some things that may bubble to the surface here, some distractions, some temptations. So it could be some vices here as well that may be impacting and causing challenges or creating contrast in your environment that are impacting your I don't want to say like your ability to be happy, but they're impacting your contentment, your environment in some way, basically impacting your happy home here is what I'm hearing. What else do we have? So we have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So yeah, you definitely could be working towards some things, and it could be like just working towards having a better relationship, having a stronger bond with your partner, and there may be some things that are getting in the way of that, and it could quite literally be another party, it could be work, it could be beliefs, traditions, values, it could be just the children needing a lot and you not being able to spend as much time with your partner, or vice versa, or them feeling like the children need a lot. So yeah, just whatever way this may align with you, if it resonates, then take it as such. If it doesn't resonate, then keep watching. We'll maybe have some other advice here. So we also have the Six of Corals. Corals are the wands, okay? Had to double check here. So we do have, and we're looking at challenges now that are coming up here. So yeah, this is challenging your, we'll call it happiness, but this is really about your journey here and about the things that you designed for yourself to learn. But we do and are seeing like a little bit of distraction coming up here, and you, that impacting your ability to feel fulfilled in relationships or in your work home environment here. Yeah, so it is impacting your ability to keep the trust, to keep the hope, to keep the faith there, and you may feel like this is really I'm hearing like the house is crashing down, basically. So that to me is just saying that, like, yeah, there's definitely some things going on that have a major significant impact on your ability to keep things together and to feel like you are feeling fulfilled and content in your home environment. What else? We have the High Priestess here as well. So there may also be some things that you are unaware of or not allowing yourself to see here that are bubbling to the surface. They're going to come to light here, so you will have to address them at some point in time here, okay? And we know, just being a Libra, I'm a Libra moon and a Libra rising, so we like harmony, we like contentment, but I also feel like we also like are not going to let things go too far without like speaking up and saying like, hey, there's something going on here. I want to talk through some things here. So you getting to that point may be beneficial, may be helpful. We're going to get some more cards here, but this is really about you like stepping into that power of who you are and standing up for yourself and speaking up and speaking out. So let's see what else we have here as a challenge. So we have the Tiger with doing something risky and taking a chance, speaking up, as what we were saying. And then we also have an exciting event here as well. So this could be here by way of challenges, you thinking that you speaking up, or you saying like, hey, I want to shift away from these things that are distracting us, or I need like a separation to happen here from anyone or anything, any ideas, any individuals that are coming in and impacting our ability to be successful and be happy and work towards the things that we both want and desire. So you speaking up and speaking out about those things may create a little bit of excitement and may create a little bit of contrast or challenge that you will need to work through this week. So let's look at underlying issues, fears. We have the Seven of Swords here. Okay, so you may have a fear about stating your needs and what that is going to be. So we do have risk here coming up. So there may be a little bit of fear about the uncertainty of speaking up and speaking out. It may also be a fear of not necessarily having like the answer here up front, and trying things and working through some things and taking a risk here and there, and you know, maybe trying something and it not working out. So yeah, there's a little bit of fear underneath, and you can define it as you want to. I don't have any other way to express it, so that's all I'm saying. So it may be just something you're considering or thinking about. It may not necessarily be a fear. So just take the words I'm saying loosely, but in the end, it is something that may be underlying in your subconscious that you may want to address here, because it is impacting in some way. Okay, so it could be, like I said, about how things would turn out, or you trying something different, or being something, you know, that you feel is more aligned with who you authentically are, and just worried about how the world is going to see that and if you're going to be judged for that. So yeah, those may be things that will bubble to the surface for you to address. We also have just balance here happening. So some of you may have a fear about what that balance is going to create. So if you do decide like, okay, it's just going to be us, we're going to be focused here, you may have this fear of like, okay, well, that's gonna create more time for us to be together, or to it may shine a light on other areas that we haven't necessarily addressed, or that we know we want to talk about or we want to get into, but we just haven't. But now here, releasing those other things that aren't serving us allows more time for us to focus on us and what that means, and us building our relationship and strengthening our relationship. And so that for some of you may be a little bit of a fear of like, oh wow, now we're going to be alone. You know, we have that alone time. We separated out time for date night, and now we have date night. Like, what are we going to talk about? Like, this is all new. You know, so that's, hopefully I'm explaining that well, as far as what I'm trying to say here about just a little bit of that fear that may come up. Okay, so let's look at your beliefs here. So at the end of the day, you do know that this is all training for you. This is all experiences that you designed for yourself to learn and to grow and to be more aligned with who you are and the direction that you do want to go in, and you like living your true purpose, your life's calling. So you know that this is all aligning together for you, and these situations and circumstances are things that you designed for yourself to work through. So you knowing that you can get through that you can come up with win-win solutions, you can come up with solutions that are balanced for you and your partner, is a part of your plan. It's a part of your elevation, you raising your frequency and vibration. Okay? So you know that deep down inside. You do know that. Let me fix my little ring here. So we also have the King of Swords, and I heard clarity. I don't ever say King of Clarity, but that's what came out. But yeah, this is just bringing a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding here. So this is bringing a little bit of authority, and for some of you that may be necessary. Some of you may have to put your foot down. You may have to say like, look, this is what we need to do here. This is what we need to talk through. This is what we need to work through. And when I say what we need to do, I mean in terms of we need to talk this through. I don't want to keep ignoring this. I don't want to keep pretending like this isn't here and it doesn't exist. That's what I mean by that. Not like giving your partner like, yeah, you need to do A, B, and C. Not that, okay? So just recognizing and understand, like allowing that clarity to come to the surface, and allowing yourself to be in that position where you do sit down and you do have that conversation. You do say like, yeah, we need to collaborate here. We need to work through this. But it is going to bring clarity here. So let's look at your beliefs here. So we have the Four of Pentacles here. So you may be holding like very, very tightly onto this belief, and you may need to reevaluate that. You may need to reevaluate that because some of you, it may be about you're not doing it for show, but you may want to present to the world like, this is us, we're perfectly aligned in, you know, this little cookie cutter image, and you may be holding on to that very, very tightly and be unwilling to compromise based off of what you and your partner need. Okay, so this, I'm feeling like, is guiding you to be a little loose on your expectations and what the outcome should be, because you're going to receive exactly the energy that you're vibrating at as the outcome. It's going to show you the energy that you're in, the energy that you're giving off. And it also will provide to you what it is you need to learn at that point in time. You're going to receive the perfect outcome. That doesn't, not a sense of like, oh, it's going to be good or bad. It's just going to be the perfect thing that you need to see at that point in time, so you can continue to make adjustments. You can loosen up a little bit, which is likely what you're being guided to do here, and allow things to balance themselves out so that you're both more aligned with what it is that you both are desiring out of this partnership. Okay, so I want to be clear that I'm not saying that you should just get rid of any needs that you have. This is about you collaborating and creating that balance with your partner. So it is going to take that inspired effort from both sides. Okay? So don't try to do this all alone by yourself. There must be that reciprocation there, and that communication and collaboration, so that you're creating win-win outcomes, win-win solutions that you both are in agreement with. So you're also being guided here to run things through your heart space as well as your mind. So think about it from a logical perspective as well as from an emotional perspective, or from the heart space and from an unconditionally loving perspective. So, okay. So what do you believe? Okay, so you may even think that your plan that you currently have set out here is good. It's a good plan. And if you've run that through with your partner and you're both in agreement with that, awesome. Take inspired action toward it. However, if that's not the case, your partner has some areas that they want to see adjusted or changed, then this is, again, that collaboration that needs to occur, to where you do have that win-win solution and you do have goals that you're both agreeing to and that you're both wanting and both working towards. Okay, so this is really refining that plan, refining those ideas, and aligning with what is true for you and your partner. Okay, so what approach are you taking here? Let's see. Okay, so you may be wanting to see like complete change. You may be requiring that. You may be expecting that. And I feel like it's important here to say that this is a journey. It's a process. It's not, you may not see like that complete change overnight, because this is something that you're both working towards and aspiring to be, to work towards, to achieve, whatever these goals are, whatever this vision that you do have. It's a journey. It's not about the actual outcome, the actual vision. It's about you and how you grow and evolve along the way. It's about your partner and how they grow and evolve along the way. Okay? So if you're able to let go of the outcome and forcing a particular specific outcome, then you are able to focus on the journey. You are able to stay in the present moment, and you're able to give yourself what you need in the present moment. Your partner can give their self what they need, and then you can give each other what you need from each other in that moment. Okay? So let's see, look at your approach here. What else? Okay. All right, So give me one more here. Okay, so for some of you, it does need to be said that the money doesn't mean anything here in terms of you like potentially being the person who is the breadwinner or the person that is bringing more of the financial foundation to the situation. You do need to understand that that is not the reason why you should get everything that you want. This is still a partnership, a collaboration with your partner. So whoever, and this could be your partner that's feeling this way, someone may be thinking like, oh, well, I'm the breadwinner or I'm paying for everything, so yeah, I'm gonna just need everything to be exactly what I want and I'm not compromising in any way. So excuse me, for those of you thinking that, then you really need to understand like that's not really the move for you if you want to get results, if you want to get on the same page as your partner, if you want to have a partnership, which is a true sense of the word partnership. That's more than one person, two people leading, guiding the ship here. If you truly want that, then you have to let go of just you thinking that you're right because you're the breadwinner. Okay, and vice versa, your partner is going to need to let go of that. So that may be something that you need to step into your power and communicate to them so they know that you know that they're also thinking this, and they may have even said it, but that may be something that needs to come up and be addressed. Okay. All right, so what else do we have here? Yeah, so there may be just some decisions here that need to occur as a result of that, to where you're both walking towards what is fulfilling to you, and you may have to decide that. You may need a minute to think that through and figure out, what does treasure mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? Because it's not about the money. It's not about the money. That can be some of it, but that's not what it's truly about. And this is really, again, about ways that you feel fulfilled and what that means. What does that mean? Because it's all here and you walking towards that is what's happening here. So what's in that external environment here? Okay, so we do have work. There is recognition for your relationship here and the work and the effort that you put into it, because that is seen. That's definitely seen. So although what others feel about you or how they think about you is none of your concern, there is this external environment that recognizes you for the work you put in to your relationship. They see you trying. They see you being there. They see you showing up. They see you putting in the inspired effort towards it. Okay? And for some of you, someone may have needed to hear that, but you know, that's not the most important thing here, but it needed to be said for some reason. So someone may need to hear that your work is valued, it is seen. Okay? So we have clarity here as well. So there may also be soul family that can provide you with some nuggets of wisdom or support, security during this time. Okay? And again, just don't share anything that you don't feel comfortable with sharing. But there may be someone that you can connect with that has a lot of good information for you that can help and assist you to work through the contrasts and challenges with your partner here. And they can also just be there for support if you just need someone to talk to, or you know, you've decided to let some things go or let them go, what have you. There's definitely a support system out there for you that you can connect with. So let's look at guidance here. So we have the 10 of Wands here. So you're definitely being guided to let go of anything that's not serving you. It could be old beliefs, values, obligations, requirements, expectations, all of those things. It may also be individuals, excuse me, that, and I'm hearing for some of you, this could be that you and your partner have some other things going on here. So this may be time to let those things go. If that is what you two decide, that it's just going to be you two and you're going to work through things and work on the relationship, then, you know, again, that may come up for both of you to do. Or one, doesn't matter, but yeah, someone may have needed to hear that particular message. But again, let's just get back to where we were going here with just letting go of any burdens, any old thought patterns, any old belief systems that just don't align with you and your family and your partnership anymore. We also have some transformation coming through here. So the devil came out immediately as like change and letting go of any vices that you do have and anything that's not helpful to you. And it is going to require you to do that. Allow yourself to do that for these adjustments and for you to start feeling more fulfilled and working toward what fulfills you. Okay? So let's see here. So we have water, holding knowledge, and health being wealth. So you are guided to get those self-care practices in. And it could be about you just drinking more water, connecting more with nature, as well as exercising. Okay. What else? So we have your ancestral legacy. All right, so we talked about soul family being available to you, but this is also you connecting more deeply within and receiving those guidance, that guidance and those messages from your ancestors. Okay, so recognize those signs and synchronicities as well. What else do we have here? We have manifesting. Okay, so you're absolutely manifesting every second of the day based off of the energy that you're putting out into the world, your thoughts, your ideas, all of that. You're constantly manifesting, but just being aware of that and the energy that you're putting out, knowing that it's going to come right back to you is very important to understand here and to remember, because sometimes we need that reminder. Okay, so what else? And we have effort. We have effort here, inspired action, and putting that time and dedication into what's important to you. That is what you're being guided to do here, Libra. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week.